Welcome back to Nation Wants to Know. A day after Goa Health Minister Vishwajit Rane has prescribed Ivermectin to all those, irrespective of the COVID-19 status, as a treatment, statements have started coming out raising the importance of this, because WHO has already come out and said that more research needs to be done into Ivermectin and its role and possible effects as far as the treatment of COVID-19 is concerned. This entire announcement has in fact sparked off a huge debate on whether it is in fact safe to use Ivermectin as a prophylaxis, particularly in the context of the statement coming in from Goa.
18 years and above, आम्ही प्रत्येक CHC, PHC, R&D, सब सेंटर, डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटल, सब डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटल आम्ही डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करतले. तो प्रोटोकॉल SOP थंयचे थंय ते डॉक्टर तांकां सांगतले पॉप्युलेशनान हे टॅबलेट घेवपाची गरज आसा. दिस विल बी मेड अवेलेबल इन ऑल द PHC, CHC. आनी हे टॅबलेट्स कशे की एक 5 दीस ते घेवचे पडटा सुरवातेक. म्हणजे बाकीचो लोड जो आहा फाल्यां जर कितें लंग्साचेर बी परिणाम एकदम कमी जाता. अशे सगळे स्टडीज ज्या देशभरात जगभरात आम्ही पळयल्या. आम्ही पयर बी मुख्यमंत्री जेन्ना आमचे कडेन चर्चा केली तेणी सांगलें की प्रत्येक मनीस जो टेस्ट करपाक येता त्या मनशाक आमी रिपोर्टा खातीर आमी रावया नाका. आमकां ते आयवरमॅक्टिन आनी डॉक्सिसायक्लिन आसा तांकां स्ट्रीप दिवपाचो आनी पॅरासिटामॉल म्हणजे थंयचे थंय ते ट्रिटमेंट आमी चालू करूं शकता. पण
All right, let's take this across to our guest. Joining us live with us is Dr. Ravi Malik, former secretary of IMA. With us also is Dr. J. Jailal. He's the national president of IMA. Thank you so much, doctors, for joining us this evening. Dr. Jailal, now we know that Ivermectin being prescribed to COVID patients is not something entirely unknown here in India. It does happen. It happens quite often. And, is there really reason for a lot of hue and cry as far as the statements of the Goa health minister is concerned? Why is it becoming so controversial in your view? Dr. Jailal.
Yeah, COVID is a one condition where we are using multivariant drugs for the mitigation of the disease in progress. There is a lot of studies which within FDA in vitro studies says very well it is proved that ivermectin has an effect on the antiviral property and it has an effect on the control of the COVID multiplication. In fact, it was the FDA has reported it can even reduce to the 5,000 times. It can reduction in the number of the virus load can be happen. But unfortunately, we are not to get any confirmed scientific evidence on the clinical trial, much on the ivermectin. But we all for sure, we know it is an antiviral drug, anti-parasitic drug, has a potential effect on the antivirals also. And it has very, very limited side effect. Even if it is going to produce a 5 to 10% of the effect, and it is worth trying for our people when we do not have any specific or any particular drug to use that. I do not want to literally go into the controversy which has been erupting on the public and the administrators coming and telling that you should use this and you should not use this. I think it should be left behind only for the scientific body to come out openly and say that whether it can be absolutely it is contraindicated or it can be used simultaneously as an adjunct drug in the treatment protocol.
Okay, Dr. Ravi Malik, there are some people who are raising question as to, whether it is really safe for ivermectin to be used as, a mass prophylaxis. What, in your view, could be the counterproductivity, if at all, that does take place on ground as appears, to be happening in Goa?
First of all, we must understand COVID is a new disease with having different scenarios of everlasting and ever-changing kind of, studies which are coming up. Now, as far as the ivermectin is concerned, as I know, frontline COVID critical care in association with BIRD. BIRD is British Ivermectin Recommendation Development. They both have recommended ivermectin strongly for countries like India for prophylaxis and treatment of COVID. Even our All India Institute of Medical Sciences has also recommended ivermectin for the mild cases as it decreases the viral load. On the other side, we have to see the side effects of a medicine. So as far as the side effects are concerned, we have used this medicine in more than 3.8 billion of patients. It is used in variety of helminthic infections like river blindness, scabies, and so many other places, and it has been found to be safe. So under the backdrop of all these facts, definitely new researches, they need to be taken. But under the recommendations of all these bodies, I think since it is a safe medicine, so there is nothing wrong in recommending this medicine because it has already been recommended by AIMS protocol and it has also been recommended by BIRD and FLCCC. So in association, all of them, seeing the gravity of this disease and seeing the cause of, since I run a COVID hospital, and I can tell you it is a really a life-threatening and potentially killing disease. So it is a potentially life-threatening disease. So under the wake of this kind of an illness, if some evidence is there for a drug which does not have any serious side effects, then I think we should go ahead with it. But anyway, we need to now see how the things they unfold, because world over the researches are going on and every day new papers are being published. So initially chloroquine and initially,
Right.
So many drugs have been coming up, and the truth is being now unfolded. But under the backdrop of the present circumstances, since it has been recommended by the AIMS protocol also and has been strongly recommended by BIRD and FLCCC, I think there is nothing wrong in giving to the mild cases where it is going to decrease the viral load.
Well, WHO had raised some questions, but as you're saying, the situation is such that doctors are willing to look at it given the kind of situation that exists on ground and the kind of modalities that we're looking at. Dr. Jailal and Dr. Malik, thanks so much for joining us with that very enlightening aspect of why ivermectin and what really are the positives and negatives of using it.